stopped believing in Santa Claus. Maybe I was like 7. I was like, my friends told me he doesn't exist. And my mom got me the hologram with my name on it, the monogram with my name on it, and Judy Alexandra. And I was like, I'm sorry, I doubted Santa Claus. And I had the pencils with my name on it, and I was like, I'm a believer. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I thought it was so magical. So I loved all the diaries she always gave me. So yeah, that kept me connected. I used to, go to the cemetery and tell stories.
She's
so
same
around
thing.
you.
I mean, you have no idea.
Yeah, because I don't know why, but when you were talking, it was like just kind of feeling that she was there, and it was like, I started her with the journals, tell her, okay,
And so
well, I went through a tough year last year. I broke up with someone I was with for a very long time, and then to reinvent myself, I said, what do I want to do? What's going to really make me happy? And nobody really gets to do that. We have bills and obligations, and I said, let me figure out what I want to do. And when I did The Last Taxi, I fell in love with the industry. I fell in love. Everybody checks in their ego's at the door.
Oh, yeah, you have to.
It's just family. It's just been so amazing
that's
to go
what
on set.
we found out, too, since, we're kind of involved in a lot of different, directors, and producers and casting. You just tend to blend with them, and some of them have really good names, and they're real. They're not, and people say, oh, you met that one, but you know what? You come down to that's their job, and they still have a life like the rest of us, That's their position in life. That's what they've chosen to do,
Yeah, and I mean, most are nice. There have been some that have had egos. And I don't care how big the name is. I don't.
Absolutely.
You're a person, and I can't even bother with you. I don't bother with them.
One of my favorites that I just met recently is Jenny McCarthy. And you might have seen her on my
Jenny.
Facebook.
I saw the picture with you.
She's adorable.
She is. I remember
so
when she was
down to earth.
on that first show she ever did. 1,000 years ago.
I don't remember that.
It was like a dating thing.
Oh, it was on MTV?
Yes.
She played like
she was a piece of work.
So sweet.
Oh, I'm
and
sure.
she invited me to go to the View to see her show. I was at the book review, and since I had my book there, I gave her my book. She tweeted my book on Twitter, which I thought that was so amazing. It's one of her favorite
she's got
books.
A child
She's
that's
such a great
She's got a child that's
person.
got autism.
Yes.
Yes.
And I'm actually writing a book on autism, and I told her about that.
I'm going to bring up something that I'm actually in the process of doing. It's funny you say that. I'm trying to put together a talent show for children with special needs.
Oh, that'd be
Wow,
fantastic.
that's
Yeah,
nice.
I've got my
That's
mind
nice.
set on it. It's been about 2 years I've been wanting to do it. And of course I have to get the sponsor in the venue. But I want to do like 3 or 4 different, I want this to basically start in New York, go to maybe New Jersey, because actually Bill Savino's 2 children have autism. And the film festival is going to be sponsored for the autism.
That would be fantastic.
So I want to do it. I have like a friend of mine who's got a Down syndrome child, greatest kid. He does Michael Jackson. I had met, unbelievable, better than Michael Jackson. I had met a lady whose son can't speak, but he plays the piano like Chopin. So I want to do different groups, autism, maybe, what's ADHD, I think that's what they call it, Down syndrome. But each child will be in their own group, okay? But everyone will be a winner.
Yes.
And I don't want anything out of this. It's just that I want this to, just because these kids have these special needs doesn't mean they're not good at what they do. So, and I've never seen that done before. It's been on my mind. They have Special Olympics, they have a few other things, and these kids are talented. They may not have the gift that, what they call so quote unquote normal, but who's normal? There's no normalcy in life, we know that. But it's just something that's like in my heart, and I really, so I'm looking for November to do it. I mean, it's been on my mind. But I'm really starting to clarify, and I put it on Facebook, and I had gotten a lot of feedback.
I would love to
talk
to you about that.
Good.
One of my best friends, that's what got me started with this project, was because with autism, you don't think, but you have to also do estate planning, because what do you do? She's an only child.
Oh, yes.
One of my best friends, Vicky, her daughter Madison, gorgeous little girl, but you have to worry about who's going to take care of her in your 20s. And unfortunately, I'm her same age, so we're not going to be around. We need to think of the younger generation.
I agree.
So we're putting a book together, because it's a big strain on the marriage and
on life.
just on life, like you're saying, because you just want to do normal things, and it's a different normal. You can't do the play dates as much, and it's so select. But she just did a beautiful recital, Madison.
Really?
So she would be
And what
fantastic.
did she do? Was she sang or
she danced?
Really?
Yeah.
They're so gifted in so many ways, you know. And I feel like every child will be a winner. I'll get a trophy for every kid. We will give them a cash prize, like the winner will get something, and the balance of that will go to the fund, you know,
That's
to the
amazing.
fundraiser. Because it's something that I just feel, you know. I just saw the other day actually on Channel 12 there was. I think they call it the Miracle whatever. I don't remember the whole name, but they had these kids who, every child's got, you know, that's in this group, he's got some sort of you know,
Disability.
a disability, and whether they're in a wheelchair, they can't speak. Everybody does a home run. So everybody comes home. You know, they play ball, but this has been so big on my mind, and I'm like, why not? These kids are, you know, they have an issue, but yet they're just as normal as everybody else.
I think that's an excellent idea.
I can't wait.
I think those children, they're born winners anyway, you know.
Oh, they are.
Yeah, because I've worked with
They're
children like
unique,
that.
they're special.
Yeah.
That unconditional love is so important.
And they're very strong because
Oh, yeah.
honestly, I don't think I could actually, you put me in a situation like that right now, you know, it'd probably take me a while to, like, you know,
Yeah.
get back in touch with reality.
But you know, the more people I meet, a lot of them, because I do a lot of fundraisers, and a lot of them have children with special needs, and why not help these kids, make them feel normal
Exactly.
in one aspect.
Yeah, just that's
their
that part
life.
of entertainment you're doing. I like that because no one's ever done that.
No,
And you're also breaking
Yeah.
the stigma because there's like you're ashamed, like when you get diagnosed with cancer
Yeah.
and depression.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I used to sell drugs for depression,
Oh,
and it was like
okay.
such the stigma. And now, 15 years later, it's great to hear. You know, what are you taking? Paxil,
yeah,
Prozac?
yeah,
Like,
exactly.
You don't feel
Should
like
better you to make yourself
isolated.
feel
So the
normal.
same thing
Yeah.
with these kids. They should feel like they're
course they
unstoppable
should.
and they're beautiful and they can do anything.
And they
so
can,
that's really great.
You know?
Yes.
So I mean,
Well,
and they're
I'm
gifted.
predicting right now.
All
that
right,
it's
let's
going
hear
to
it.
happen.
Let's
I'm
hear it.
predicting it's going to happen. It's going
I
to
know
be
it's
super
gonna happen.
successful.
Nah,
I
that's
know it
gonna
is,
happen.
because it's
Yeah.
coming from
You
the
have
heart.
my support 100%. I
It's
tell you
coming from the
that.
heart, and I think
Exactly.
that's- So you know, we're out there. We're looking. I mean, I'm looking for venues out here. I want it to be here, but then I want it to also be in, you know, maybe Florida, in California. I have friends of mine in all different states, and they're like, "Great, come on over here, do it here." You know, like I have a friend that lives in California. She knows a lot of actors and actresses. She's got her own makeup line.
Yeah.
She's like, "Janet, come on, I'll set you up out there." I've got friends in Florida, family in Florida.
Take the show on the
Pennsylvania.
road.
Oh yeah, and then I feel like then at the end of the year I'll bring all the winners back, and then somebody will be the biggest winner of all.
Yes, well,
And maybe they get a trip
nice.
to
That's
Disney or
good.
something, these kids.
Why not? Why not?
That's a
You
good
know?
I found
idea.
it's really interesting with the autism children, like Disney, it's like the one area they're not afraid to touch other people,
Really?
the characters,
Interesting.
like they just want to be
wonder
there.
why that
It's really
is.
nice. So I saw my friend Madison's tapes
Do
and it
you
was
think
incredible.
that they feel comfortable because of you know, of just
Maybe
of
they
the-
connected
they
through
feel
the TV
gifted
and they
with-
know
yeah.
them, you know,
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
more
yeah,
relatable
yeah,
than
that's
strangers because
true.
they don't want, you know, people to touch them, go near them if they don't really know you and they
Yeah.
feel that relatable.
But
They-
yet some of
it's
them are
really
very
beautiful.
loving as well. You
Oh,
know, so
absolutely.
it's like
Yes.
two separate, you know,
Yes.
areas. You know, yeah. So that's kind of like a dream
Well,
of
I'm
mine.
predicting it's going to happen.
I know
So-
it's going to happen. It's out there already. I know it's going to happen. So, would you like to ask something? I know I've been kind of hogging it.
No, I just
you
it
know.
was just funny because I just when you were when you were talking before, I just everything happens for a reason,
Oh,
like
totally,
reinventing
yeah.
yourself that you were saying and everything. You know, like the reason I started Fame Hampton was because of the fact of I had all these client contacts and stuff like that, and everybody else is making money off of my contacts, and I'm like, how come I'm not making money off my contacts? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and then everybody was so, it's like when you're working for somebody else, I'd rather work for the client. So it's like I'd rather go to somebody and say, hey, this is what I have for you, instead of like, because I don't force anybody to buy something they don't need, kind of thing, So like if I go to somebody and I say, hey, there's this sponsorship, this ties in with this, or whatever it is, and all that happened was because of a gentleman that, said he had something he didn't have, and had the dollars that he didn't have, and I just was like, I'm done. I'm done with these people that just pose all the time and everything. I'm done because I built my reputation, out, especially out in the Hamptons and stuff, and like forget it, and that's how that was born,
Reputation is so in any field.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Your name,
Such a big thing.
Your honesty, that I feel like that's the most important of everything.
time.
It's how you present
Yeah,
yourself.
you can't put a price
Because
on that.
reputation that's
It's everything.
99.9.
Yes.
You know?
It sounds like yes.
That's why I feel people need to be, and we talk about this quite frequently. selective on, and it's not like you want to throw somebody away, or it's just that you want to be in that groove of, that, hey, check me out, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Like I tell people, check me on Google. I have no secrets. It's there.
And it's funny, going back to what you were saying,
yeah.
like there's some people, and again, I can't say names because, but this one person that, nothing seemed like, everything seemed fine and everything like that. And then I don't know what happened, but all of a sudden, like, the big ego just flew out of his mouth one day, and I was just like, oh my God, So he's now on the I don't even care list. Don't even talk to me. Don't ask me. I don't even care if you offer me $1 million to do something. I will not work with you.
Yeah, that happens. And that also happens a lot in this field as well.
Oh, yeah.
Coming from
Very
different.
Oh, and this is a person,
That's
by
the
the way,
humble.
that
That's
has done
the
a bunch
secret.
of like extra work.
Yeah.
Not really an actor yet. I'm sorry, but
Oh,
it's like
wow.
One of those
if you
guys.
were like whatever, like a Matthew, Brad Pitt,
Yeah.
or something like that, you could be that way. Maybe I could be like, okay, maybe. You didn't even begin yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is why he's going to go nowhere.
Yeah.
You know?
And it's sad.
Yeah.
It's sad.
Very sad.
Actually, I met Brad Pitt, and he's very nice.
Very
guy.
down to earth.
Very nice guy.
Wait,
I mean,
can I
and
add
I
something
thought he
here?
would be the total
December
opposite.
18th, he's a Sag. He's another Sag. That's why.
Yeah, he's I'm a Sag. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Well, the
He's
truth
not
is
that
don't
tall.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. He's another Sag.
Sag, Taurus, Sag.
Wow, isn't that something?
Yeah.
It's amazing.
But I'm
My
saying
moon's
that's
in
why you
Sag,
probably.
so it still works out.
'Cause he is
just
very
a
down to earth.
very nice guy.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I didn't feel like I was talking to a Hollywood superstar.
Like a regular
No,
guy,
they're
right?
Very
very
approachable.
humble.
Yeah.
And I love that they give so much. Like,
Oh, that's so important.
Angelina Jolie,
That's
I
what I'm
was always a
saying.
fan, but when she came, and shared her story with the double mastectomy, and
Oh,
I mean,
love it.
she was so private,
Yeah.
always with her children and family. She didn't have to take the platform, and she did, because I mean, I hit people on my, like I have their fake and their spectacular.com website. I don't hit the platform of people that she does. So she shared a very personal and very
Yes,
tough
it has to
time.
be, yeah.
She did it for no reason but to help people to get early diagnosis.
Oh,
and
yeah.
this was about a year and a half ago,
Yeah.
and it was tremendous. Like, I was blown away. That's when I really
Well, they
fell
use
in
their
love with her.
celebrityism for like
Oh
a good
yeah,
thing.
totally.
Absolutely.
I
You know?
talked about Angelina Jolie when I used to do the every year for about 8 or 9 years. I did the Psychic to the Stars on Channel 11. Okay, they'd call me in and I would do and I remember they would always hit me with a, like a star. Okay, tell me about that. And I remember saying, well, they hit me with Angelina Jolie, and I said, well, she's going to be back speaking with her dad. Sure enough, 6 months later, she was back speaking. And they're like, I'm like, yeah.
And they're
So-
like, no
and
way, that's
and,
gonna
and the
happen.
girl that used to call me, she actually left the station, or I'd still be doing it, and she's now doing a TV station in Malibu, California.
Yeah, wow.
So, and she met, and the guy that she met was the guy that I told her she was going to meet from another country, and he came to New York, and she ran into him on the street. After she had met him.
Wow,
Amazing,
that's
amazing,
something
yeah.
out there.
That's awesome.
But that's what made me think of it, with the Angelina. And I would hope that they're back speaking now. I know they were back there for a while. I don't know if they.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know, but
And our father's a legend. He's been,
Oh,
he's
yes.
been doing this for years.
Yes.
Yeah, and even if you watch Midnight Cowboy,
Yes, I love
the
that movie. I
resemblance
love that.
between Angelina Jolie and John
Split.
Voight, they was just like
You can just tell that's his daughter.
Yeah.
They're like, whoa,
Yeah.
there it is.
I think she's prettier.
oh, she's
Well, of course,
got that
of
natural
course.
beauty. She's so beautiful.
Yeah.
She's so beautiful. So let me ask now. Oh, well, you know what? I want to talk about this too before we still have a few minutes. I think I don't know how long.
Like 15 minutes.
15 more? Okay, I'm glad you keep track. Okay, all right. You're going to be doing this Saturday, July 12th. So some of
Yes.
these folks out there, Well, why don't you tell what this is about, since this is your production?
We are having an all-white affair, July 12th in Union City, New Jersey. I'm a Jersey guy.
Fundraiser.
It's a fundraiser for the film PLOY that we spoke about
Yes.
earlier. And we're just looking out for people to come by and support our film and things of that nature. It's going to be red carpet event, catered food, wine, beverages, and things of that nature. Also, we're giving a donation as well to
That's interesting.
a certain nonprofit foundation, and live music, and it should be a great time.
Also, $100 to the best dressed outfit, male or female.
Ooh.
Ah.
Yeah, that's coming out of my pocket personally.
So he's gonna be
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
That's
I really like what we mentioned about giving back. So we tied it in with the Grace Theater Foundation.
Oh, okay.
And they're, because we're doing it, they're out of Jersey, and this is going to be a Jersey project. So the Grace Theater, they give free performing arts to
Very
about
nice.
500 children a year,
Love it.
singing, acting, dancing.
I love it.
It's such a great, I mean, the two people that run it are dear friends of Julius. I just had the pleasure recently of meeting them, and they're just incredible people. And we think, so just like we're trying to
Pay it
make our
forward.
film, we're always trying to pay it forward. So that's how we came up with the Grace Theater, because
that's
this is an
beautiful.
acting project, and I thought this would be a nice thing to be part of.
Where in Jersey is it?
Union City, New Jersey.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
It's about 10 minutes right out of the Lincoln Tunnel.
Yeah.
'Cause I know
Okay.
a lot of
By
Long
car or
Islanders
bus,
think it's
yeah.
another country when
Yeah,
they go to New
New
Jersey.
Jersey, oh.
It's
You
10
know, I
minutes
kept
from
thinking
the
that,
city.
and then
Literally
last
right
year,
outside the
when
Lincoln
I went to
Tunnel.
Bill's Film Festival, I'm like, we go this, and then we just took the PATH train,
Yeah, it was so easy.
and literally,
10 minutes from the path.
it just
Right there.
it dumps you like right off,
Right there.
like
yeah.
right across the street is the Lowe's Theater. So we're like,
Oh, it's on Journal Square.
Journal
He's
Square.
In Jersey City.
Yeah.
in Jersey
Yes.
City, I was like, could this get any easier? Are you kidding
Like
me?
New Jersey?
Yes.
You know,
Well, it's a beautiful
it
venue.
seems so far. You
It
know,
really does. It's another country for most of my friends
Exactly,
on Long Island.
yeah, yeah.
But it's a great venue. It's a cultural
Arts
center. So there's a lot of real
very
cool
nice, yeah.
props there. You can take pictures
Very
and
nice.
all kinds of fun stuff. And like Julius mentions, red carpet and DJ
And we hear
dancing.
you're going to be.
I am so excited by my dress. He gets phone calls at all hours. I've been searching long and hard for this dress for a very long time.
that's so
And,
funny.
and you're going to be the person that's going to be speaking with the actors.
Yes, we're gonna. Well, we're all gonna be doing it. Yeah.
Because Stan is the lead actor in this film. Judy's the actor in this film as well. And we have a great cast of people. It's a lot. That's a lot of ones. We got you're from Long Island. Judy's from Long Island. And also,
Jackie Zeri,
Who
she's
else
from
is
Long
coming
Island.
in? What are you
we
talking
have
about?
Jackie Zeri,
We have to plug her.
she's the
Beautiful
editor.
inside and out, and
Yes, she's an editor.
just incredible. She is 17 years old.
Yes.
And she has several
Yes.
shorts that she
short
has
projects.
put into the Life Film Festival already at 17. So
Wow.
talented.
Very
That's
talented.
amazing.
I had to pick between 3 people, and I picked her because of I like to give young people a chance
That's
because
support.
I look for those chances. So when I was
course.
that old, so and it worked out.
yeah,
She's
because
it worked out perfect.
Because Stan, he said, Julius, we gotta meet this editor. I said, okay. So I was just, because we go out to the house and I'm speaking to her, and she like, no, excuse me. And I was like, because we shot a teaser for the film because we was doing a campaign on Indiegogo, but you want to give someone visual to donate. You want
course,
somebody
of
visual.
course.
So I'm talking to her. I said, yeah, I want this due in probably 2 weeks from now. She's like, okay, but I have the SATs.
I was like SATs.
I look like SATs.
Where did that come from?
That's what I was like, how old are you? She was like 17. I was like, whoa, I got you. She was like, really?
She just went to the prom and she is so
Oh.
talented.
She's
and
very
incredible.
extremely
So-
talented. I mean,
And say her name again.
Jackie
Zeri.
Zeri. Yeah.
Then you
So we
have-
love you.
Then you also have Jenny, Jenny Starr
Yeah.
from Long Island. You have Vincent Takali. I don't mess with this little.
And Jim,
Yeah, Jenny Starr.
Jim. What's his last name? Jim Thurman.
Jim Thomas not from Long Island.
No. Where is he from? Is he
He's from
Jersey?
New York.
Jersey.
Jeannie Starr is a dear friend of mine, and they added a scene to the film, and that's how, again, like I said, it's incestuous. So we.
So it's like a New
we just
York,
called
New
my friend,
Jersey,
yeah.
Long Island
That's
connection.
good.
Blend it all
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
great.
Stan Adams, Judy Salamone, Donnie
Chavez.
Chavez, Omar Torres, Jim Talman, Vincent Takali, and
Jesus Delgado.
Jesus is not in it. He's not acting.
Well, he's a part of the project.
Yeah. Jesus also a co-writer. We have Jordan Riggs, director of photography, Craig Glatt, assistant director, and also Christina Chu, my production partner, director's assistant. It's a really good crew and cast.
And like I mentioned, STM, the music is just incredible when you
STM.
hear these two tracks.
Scratch
Now,
that
for
music,
short,
yeah.
I think it's like very cool that we have like 2 original tracks. So
Yeah.
it's really special.
And then you also have Cesar Oriana, Lucio Fernandez, and
Yes.
also I want to thank my girlfriend for letting us use her house to shoot the teaser. and that's about it. We have it's a good cast and crew.
So we are probably coming down within a few minutes of.
You got like 10
almost-
minutes.
Oh yeah, okay. But before we get too far into it, why don't you tell the audience how they can get in touch with you? If you have an email or a website or whatever.
Sure, you can email me at stanadams242@gmail.com or just look me up on Instagram, Facebook, Stan J. Adams. Well, Facebook, Stan J. Adams, Twitter, Instagram, Stan J. Adams Act. So you can get in touch with me. I'm pretty much all over social media, so
Yeah.
it's not hard to track me down.
Judy, why don't you tell the audience?
I have not gone to Instagram yet. Everybody's trying to get me there, so I haven't.
I just joined because they said it's a big deal. It's like Twitter. When I first joined Twitter, I'm like, this is really stupid. I hate this. I don't get it. Now I'm like, I gotta tweet this out. Wait a second. Oh, look at Twitter.
I don't even know
So
any of that
I'll do that
stuff,
with Instagram. So I'm sure I will. I'm not there yet,
So
but
how
Yeah,
would
so
they-
Facebook, Judy San Roman, JudySanRoman@yahoo.com. They're fake and they're spectacular.com. And my book is available on Amazon.com as well as at the book review in Huntington, Long Island. And that's it. And I'm on Twitter as well.
Well, you can reach me at www.teamsunny.net. That's the website. Also, you can reach me at julius.b.kelly@gmail.com. Also, you can check me out on Instagram, JBK_director. Twitter as well, JBK_director. What else? I'm not giving out my address, so.
No, we don't want that. I'm knocking on your door. That's why I have a post office
He
box.
doesn't give out his credit card info either.
Oh
I tried.
my God! Especially that little 3 numbers on the back of it.
But that's where you can. But you can go to the website to check out what we do, our company, and things of that nature. The foundation, and it takes you right there, show everything what we're involved with on
so great.
www.teamsunny.net.
Team Sunny family.
That's so great, it's. I love it that everybody blends together. That's so important, especially in the field you're in.
Yeah.
When you work together, it makes it so much simpler.
And it's a very diverse group of people. That's the thing, it's very diverse. I think I like to call it Martin Luther King Jr.'s dream.
I call it United Nations.
That's
Well, that's even better, right? Exactly. A little bit of everything,
and
yeah.
it's
it's
great
funny
because you need that.
And it's funny because we're connected with this project, but every time we're picking up the phone, we're all doing something else. He's working on a pilot. I'm like, I have a feature going on in my house right now. We all have like a million projects going on.
That's
so
how it
it's,
goes, though.
It's
It
great.
makes your life interesting, and you don't get bored. You see this.
It's just a lot of hard work. A lot of people
Oh,
don't understand like the type
No,
of work
they
and the
don't.
time it takes to do this.
especially if you're a parent.
Yeah.
Yeah,
my
oh, yeah.
daughter, yeah.
How old's your daughter?
She's 13 months.
Oh, you
She's
have a
she's a
baby.
Yeah, she's a baby.
And what is your partner, your wife? What is she?
well-
What does she think of this?
He's an artist,
He's what?
He's an artist, so he's an artist.
Well, my girlfriend,
girlfriend?
she loves it. She's very supportive, everything. Because when we did the teaser for the film, a lot of people dropped out at the last minute.
Why?
They weren't supposed to be there.
No,
Oh,
it was
jeez.
There you go. And I was laying down with my girlfriend. I looked at her, I said, I don't know how I'm going to do it. And she said, you're going to do it. That was it.
That's cool.
What's her birthday?
Jesus.
You better.
No.
sorry.
I got it. November 7th.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Scorpio.
Scorpio,
Okay,
yeah.
so.
Oh yeah, she'll sting him.
Yeah, big
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
That's it.
So, yeah.
But it was a 2-man crew basically that they did the promo
Yeah.
trailer,
Me and Stan running around, lighting, shooting, cutting,
You know,
action.
everything.
I was going to say that's
you're
going
in
back
it,
to.
but then you're in it all, and that's
Yeah.
the important
Yeah.
thing.
And you know what you want.
Yes,
So you got
exactly.
it.
I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was going to say. You know when you were saying about breaking up with somebody, you were supposed to get. I don't mean to say get rid of him. I'm very. but
That's
sometimes you have to. Things
Everybody
have to.
says that to me now.
No, because you know what?
Years ago.
Yeah, but you had to go through whatever
To get there.
experience, whatever you were supposed to learn.
One
so
of the
that,
best things
you know.
I heard recently is like you gotta. What was it? How am I gonna say this? You gotta get rid of what you want to get to what you deserve.
Yes,
And that's so
that's
true.
very
And
true.
I
But sometimes
feel
if
it
you
every
can't
day.
get rid of it yourself, it's getting rid for you.
Exactly.
Just like in that case, whoever dropped out, you don't need
Yeah,
them
yeah.
for whatever
Big
reason.
time.
Yeah,
Big
it
time.
might have caused more
Yeah.
problems.
Yeah,
or
exactly. Like in the long
situations.
run,
Yeah.
maybe not in this project, maybe something else. For you, you needed to have that have like him go away in order for you to be like,
Well, she
okay,
was.
because you
She
needed
lost-
the time,
yeah.
the extra time to open up for you and stuff like that.
And I'm really
so.
grateful. The people in my life have been so supportive and loving. And like you said, these
Yeah.
are the people, the circle that
That's
I
what I'm
needed
saying.
to
It's
be
like, and
behind
it's not
me.
bad against him.
Absolutely.
It's just that okay, you got to go now.
It's time to go.
Because then you
That's
need
fine.
to move on to what you're
Fine.
supposed to be doing.
Growing is fine.
Yeah, and same. That's how I look at things. If you don't get something that you think you really want, it's like you weren't supposed to get it.
I
kind
just
of
feel
thing.
like I'm so
You know?
grateful. I feel like I'm living a fairy tale now. Like, who gets to dress up? I got to be a zombie. I was a dead girl. Like, every day is something different and exciting. You never know what to expect.
Well, that's
so.
the fun part.
Exactly.
That's the fun part of it.
It is.
Well, we're down to like 4 minutes, so
Wow.
why don't you tell the audience a little bit about how to get in touch with you?
Oh, okay. Well, on Facebook, you could go to Fame Hampton. There's a page there. Also on Twitter at Fame Hampton. And then to email is ANNEMARIE, ANNEMARIE, at famehampton.com. What else? Oh, there is an Instagram, Fame Hampton. Let's throw that in there. The famous, not a lot of pictures on there yet, but we're getting there. What else? I don't know.
Okay, well, you can contact me. My home number is 631-654-3353. Best time to reach me is between 9 and 12. Please don't call me at 1 in the morning, because I get
That
these
does happen.
calls. Oh, yeah. You can email me at rosebudsjanet@msn.com. My website, I'm actually in the process of putting together a new website where you'll have the YouTubes where my shows will be on that. My website right now is janetrussellpresents.com. I don't think it's been updated maybe a month or two, but you could always call me. I also have 2 other shows. One is called The Spirits Within, where I actually go to haunted venues, and with Peggy Vetrano, and Peggy Vetrano is also my co-host on my other show, and it's called When Spirits Connect. I have to remember, and that's a live show, and I do that the second Wednesday of each month out in Riverhead, and Ray Bruno is my director, and he's my director here as well. That's live where they call in, and usually we get a lot of people that want us to go to their homes. Of course, we don't give their addresses out, or their names, and a lot of interesting things have been happening. And you could also see this show here, let's see, Monday night, 11 p.m., channel 115 on Woodbury, Beyond the Unexplained. You can see it here Thursdays, 11 a.m. on Hot Pod Brookhaven, channel 20. You could also see it in Riverhead, 5 p.m. Wednesdays, yeah, but that's actually changing it to my other show. So we will have Beyond the Unexplained on in Riverhead again, but at a different time. We're working on a different time for that one. We love what we do, and I love this crew. You're just so down to earth. We always like to have our guests come back at any time they like
Definitely.
And I wanted to give,
we
speaking
give an
of
open door.
Yeah,
Yes,
two
please.
shout outs I just remembered. Our friend Peter Onorati.
Oh, I love Peter.
Yeah, he's actually, I just want to tell everybody, if you watch Monday nights at 10 p.m. on TNT, he's on Murder in the First, and he's so amazing on it. I love Peter. You probably know who Peter is.
Yes.
So he's
Yeah,
on
he's
that.
a
I think
great
about 6
guy, too.
episodes left. So Peter, that's for you because you're amazing. And also our friend Antonio Escobar Jr. is in Alabama right now, and he's filming Fix It or Finish
Yes.
It. Fix It and Finish It. That's coming out September 8th. So I don't know what channel or where, but we'll let you know about that. But I'm just thinking 2 people that we've talked to, interviewed, had as guests and stuff.
We've
like
had
that,
them on the
so.
shows now.
That's why
So-
you keep just telling us projects. Keep sending
Yeah,
them.
we
We'll keep
love
throwing
it.
them out there.
All
So,
right.
The door's open
Awesome.
for you guys anytime.
That's awesome.
We have such interesting guests that the average shows don't have, and we like to have unique people. And I mean, the blending is so perfect. But you will be doing your own TV.
That'd be
And
awesome.
just and call us in so we could at least say we knew them when.
That'd be awesome.
But it's been a blessing to have you.
Thank you for having us. Thank you. Appreciate
Is there anything else you want to add before we end?
it. To Stephanie, Jennifer, and Destiny. Hello, Olivia. Hello, Mom and Pops. Thanks. My sister. Thanks. Family and friends. Thank you all.
To Judy. No.
Well, you give a shout out to whoever you want to
Thank
give a
you
shout
to
out.
my dad, my brother Hossie, Jackie, James, Dee, and Michelle.
like
I
we're
love
on
you guys
live
too.
TV.
So thank you so much. My and the Felixes. I love them.
Stan?
My mother, father, Ruby Moses Adams, my daughter, Janae, girlfriend, Veronica, her son, Isaiah, all the kids at Lawrenceville Middle School, all my friends and family, love you.
Oh, and Joanne, come back home.
Okay, Joey,
Thank
get
you
your
for
little butt
watching
home.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
So,
Thank you.
anyway,
And don't forget to get
yes,
The book.
yes.
Thank you.
The book, yes, it's called
They're Fake and
They're Fake and
Yeah,
They're
and
Spectacular.